G'day everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel now. In this video, I just want to, briefly go into something that I've been thinking of quite a bit at the moment, and just give you a bit of context. I'm actually in Melbourne at the moment. If that's going to focus, we'll go outside. I'm in Melbourne at the moment for my end of first quarter break or getaway, whatever you want to call it. And the reason I'm doing that is because I saw it on a Sam Ovens video, and Sam Ovens talks about if you work really, really hard, you should have a break at the end of each quarter. So this is end of March, end of Q1. Because you divide 12 by 4, you get 3 months, January, February, March, there you go. That's how you figure out the quarters. So, there we go. So yeah, as I said, we're in Melbourne at the moment, and if you're international and you follow me, I'm from Adelaide, and if we draw a map, okay, let's try this. If Adelaide's here, so Australia's here, Queensland up there, there's Australia, that was a good map. Adelaide's here, and then Melbourne's here. So, by drive it's like 7 hours away, so it's not too far. But yeah, we're in Melbourne at the moment for the end of first quarter break or getaway, and it's the main reason, just briefly on this, Sam Ovens promotes this, or he promoted it in one of his videos, and I saw it and I thought that's a really good idea. Whole purpose of the break or the getaway is to refresh, is to be in a new environment, so you can, do some work, but not completely stop work, but still do a little bit of work, but in just a new environment. And you see new things. You get, obviously it's an experience being in a different place. And I hadn't properly been in Melbourne before. I'd been here with family, and just for not for long stays. And I'm here for 5-6 days. And yeah, it's been really, really fun so far. And I'm beginning to like Melbourne a lot because I like busy cities. I like busyness. And compared to Adelaide, Melbourne is a lot busier, so I like it a lot, and yeah, it's good. So in this video, I wanted to talk about deep work and getting work done in a set amount of hours. So I'm here on a getaway, and the whole point of it is you work really, really hard for the whole quarter, and then you get a couple days break, 5 days break, and then you go back and you go straight into the next quarter, and you work really, really hard. Smash your goals, things like that. And something I heard a lot at the start of my journey in entrepreneurship, when I was first getting into it properly. I had a business when I was, in 2017, but, at the start of it, but I wouldn't really consider myself an entrepreneur then. I just, ran a business. I was sort of a freelancer, is a more accurate description. And, as I've transitioned more and now I'm going about the more holistic approach, something I've learnt. And when I first, as I said, when I first got into entrepreneurship, a common thing that I saw was like, those posts on Instagram and things on the internet, it's like hustle, 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 work hard, and I'll sleep when I'm dead kind of mentality, all those things. And it's like, you got to push yourself to the limit, you got to smash your goals, you got to 10x, you just got to push non-stop, don't sleep, just go all night working. And at the start I was like, okay, I have to do that, I have to go all in. Like, this is, if everyone's saying you got to do this, then how am I going to be a successful entrepreneur if I don't do this? So that's what I did. I went all in. I smashed it out. I was spending long hours doing things, and that was during school, so I was also smashing out work, and I was working as well, and I was doing this, I was doing that, I was doing so many different things. And first of all, what I've come to learn, it's not sustainable. So if you're going to push yourself 16, 17, 18 hours a day, smashing it out, working really, really hard, getting, say you get like 3 or 4 hours sleep, then doing it all again, smashing it out, it's not sustainable, because you're going to wear yourself out, no matter how much you love it. And no, that's something I've come to terms with. When people used to say, you're going to burn out, things like that, I'm like, no, I won't, because I love it so much. It's not going to happen. But if you are working ridiculous hours and you're not giving yourself the sleep you need, you're not giving yourself the rest you need, then the inevitable will happen, and you don't want that to happen, because no one wants burnout. And yeah, so the whole point of this video, what I've been rambling on about, I think, in my opinion, it's much better to have 4 to 5 hours of really deep work, focused work, and you'll get a lot more done in that period of time than you would in if you spend 10, 11, 12 hours sitting in front of a computer all day. If you sit down, you plan it out, and you focus on the work at hand. And some great resources for this: Deep Work by Cal Newport, The One Thing by Gary Keller. Also, if you apply Parkinson's law, which is a task will be completed in the amount of time it's given, and also the 80-20 rule, so Pareto's principle. If you have a bit more of a look at all those things, because I want to keep this video as short as I can, even though it's almost 5 minutes. If you have a look at those resources, and you're someone who thinks I've got to work really hard, you're someone that's new to the entrepreneurship space and the business space, or even just anyone, you're at high school, university, wherever you are, you're just working non-stop, you don't know what to do, you think, why is this work taking so long? I've got so much, I got no time for myself. And if you're an entrepreneur especially, and you say, I've got no time for myself, that's in my opinion, that's not what entrepreneurship's about. It's about creating something that you're passionate about, and then you get to go away and you get to take breaks like this, and you get to enjoy yourself, you get to experience new things. And it's the whole holistic approach. So I'd recommend have you look at those resources. If you think you're stuck, you think, I'm just working non-stop and I've got no time for myself, definitely have a look at those. So Deep Work by Cal Newport, The One Thing by Gary Keller, have a bit more of a closer look and start applying the Parkinson's law and Pareto, the Pareto principle. And I think it'll help you a lot. So that's all I wanted to say for this video. So the overarching theme of this video, the ultimate message that I want to give to you is you don't need to work ridiculously long hours to see awesome results and reach levels of success that you want to get. You don't have to work ridiculous hours to reach your goals. You don't have to work ridiculous hours to become successful. You don't have to work ridiculous hours just to have success in business. If you chunk it down, you do 4 to 5 really solid deep work hours, and you apply yourself in those hours, and you build systems and structures that help you complete work more efficiently, then you're going to get so much more done, and it's going to be so much better because you have the time to be free to go and do things that you want to do, to go and experience things, to go and just live. Which is, one of the awesome benefits of entrepreneurship if you do it right. So that's all I wanted to say for this video. I hope you got some value out of it, and definitely have a look at those things that I mentioned. I think it's going to help a lot if you are stuck in that trap of like overworking yourself and you think, hey, I might actually burn out if I continue like this. So that's all I want to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got some value out of it, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch it.